Okay, when the cover for Taylor's Midnights came out, I was a little shocked because I've come to expect something different. You know, for the past like 4 albums, Taylor has been very consistent about actually having very clean covers, you know, very just a photo. And in a way, we did kind of get a very clean cover, but it wasn't just a photo. It was, you know, the title with the, you know, the cover of the album. And so the point is, it feels so much like an Apple thing that I thought to myself, I don't even think I need like Photoshop or Illustrator to recreate this album cover. But I think you could even recreate the album cover in just like Pages, and it could turn out pretty close. So I just want to try that. And if I manage to actually do that, why not complete the set and just do all of Taylor's covers in Pages in the Midnight style? So that's what I'm gonna try to do right now. Okay, so I'm gonna start opening the Pages document, then I'm gonna find the cover for the album. Okay, so I've downloaded the image. This is the image without the actual tracks on the side, but this will work because I just need the photo basically. I'm gonna crop out the rest. I'm gonna insert the image again so that I can get the color of the background. It's not a perfect white. I can say it has a color fill, and then choose the eyedropper to choose the actual color of the cover. That's it, that cream color. And now another roadblock, that's the font. To me, it's very clear that it's a very similar font to Helvetica, so I'm gonna try it. Okay, Helvetica is already the one that's selected, so I'm just gonna up the size, make it bold. Let's compare them. It's not Helvetica. You know what? It's not Helvetica or Helvetica New, but it's so close that I think we can keep it and it will look really close nonetheless. Like basically not be able to tell the difference. We just have to tweak the kerning and the colors obviously. I think Helvetica is a bit closer than Helvetica New, so we're going with that one. Character spacing, that's it. We're gonna push it closer together. 5% is basically it. Yeah, we're going with that one. And that's almost exactly a match. Yeah, that works for me. Then the color. The text color is getting a gradient fill, and we're going from the eyedropper of this dark bluish purple to this lighter blue. That's it, but it doesn't look quite the same, so we have to fix the angle. Let me check out how it looks with Helvetica New. Yeah, you know what? I like it a bit better with that one. Now I do need the track list. Okay. Good thing she revealed it already. Yay. Okay, so now I've got the image with the track list. And an interesting thing to note is that Lana's feature on Snow on the Beach is not actually detailed here. So I actually like that just because it feels a bit cleaner that way, you know? Particularly because I'm gonna do this with the rest of the albums, so I don't want to just like put all the features and all the details and the Taylor's version in every single track because it would look just too long, that this space is too limited, and that can be in the back cover. Now the gradient is the opposite in the titles. In this case, the dark blue goes on the right, so I'm gonna have to flip it around, and I'm gonna try it with Lavender Haze, and I'm gonna shrink it a lot. Okay, so 12 points is too big, but 11 points is too small. We're gonna have to try with 0.5s. Yeah, perfect, 11.5. That's it. Now, Sweet Nothing, coming for Florence Welsh. Oh, and Calvin Harris, right? Oh, okay. The less said about that, the better. And now that we have our tracks, let's move them up to where they belong. Now that they're there, I can just delete the original cover. That's it. This is quite indistinguishable, I think, from the official cover. So yeah, you can just go ahead and basically do official high-quality album covers for like the biggest artists in the world in Apple Pages. And I am gonna duplicate it a bunch of times so that I can get just pre-made templates for the other covers. But before we continue, this video is sponsored by my parents, who would very much like me to move out. So if you want to support them in their dream, you can just like this video, subscribe to this channel, and just support me so that I can get monetized so that I can actually achieve our joint dream. Let's call it that. Yeah. Okay. back to the video. Okay, so now I have all my templates, and looking at them just at the full list, it feels like a bit more than I expected, but let's just go ahead and roll with it. Okay, so now I have sourced all the images I want to use for the other covers, and the light has left me a bit, so I'm going to turn on the light. Much better. So, starting off with Taylor Swift, the album. We can just click to replace image, and it just slips right into the size that I need, so it's perfect. I'm gonna scale it up a bit. Yeah, I love it. This was gonna be more of an aqua blue, obviously, because of the background. I usually associate this album more with a green, but I just love this image so much that it has to stay like this. Light aqua blue, let's see if we can find a lighter part of the image. There, that one. Yeah. I'm considering subtly changing the background on each of the covers, but I actually quite like them for all of them to match with the exact same background, so I'm just gonna leave it right as it is. This one is our first issue, because how do we deal with song titles that span multiple lines? This one just reads like there's a song called Smile. So for the longer titles, I'm gonna try to shrink the text so that it fits into a single line. Let's see how it looks. There it is, but I don't like it. It just feels like those songs are less consequential. No, that's not gonna cut it. Okay, so what I think we can go with is make all the text smaller so that it fits better. Okay, I like it like that. My only issue is that Teardrops on My Guitar pop version is still kind of like just cut there. And I know I said I don't like having the extra designations on the songs, but in this case, it has to be there because there's another version of Teardrops on My Guitar on this album. So what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send this to the next line, and this one is gonna get its boldness removed so that it looks like a note on this version of the song. Okay? Perfect. That's the first album. You know what? Let's run through all the album images, and afterwards I'll just run in quick and just add the track listings. So for Fearless, Taylor's version, I chose this image that's an edit from the back cover of the actual album. I love this photo, and just credit to @WeFoundTaylor and 13 who edited this image. This poses another interesting conundrum because as I said, I don't want to add Taylor's version to every single track in the side. So I wanted to have Taylor's version on the title, but I don't know how it's gonna look. It's a bit too long for this space, so I'm not even sure if it's gonna fit. How about if we make Taylor's version not bold and a bit smaller? Yeah, I think that looks nice. Fearless, Taylor's version. And let's just edit our gradient. This was obviously gonna be in this beautiful gold, and as I said, I'll add the track list later. For Speak Now, I have this image that's a fan edit that made the dress purple, and I absolutely love the color purple for Fearless. I just I love the color purple for Speak Now, and I think it fits the album great. From a darker purple to a lighter purple over here, let's talk about Red. I absolutely love this photo. I do wish that we could see the red ring on this image, but I'm gonna size it a bit so that we can see the infinity bracelet. I like it a lot. This one does technically fit because the red is a smaller title, but I'm gonna resize it anyways for consistency and because I think it looks good. And now for the gradient for red, I don't know, I think that we can go for like a green here, like the back leaves. Just joking, we're going with red. Duh. We're gonna choose her lipstick. Red, Taylor's version. Perfect. I was debating choosing this other image for 1989, but this one's just too good to pass up to choose the cover. This one just feels like the album to me. 1989. For the colors, we're going with pink, like her glasses. Pink feels playful, pink feels pop, like this album was very much a departure from her previous work. Oh, this gradient's nice. This one reminds me of her sweatshirt in the original cover. Yeah, I like this gradient. It's subtle, but it's definitely there. Yeah, you can see this. It actually looks like a very nice nude palette for makeup. Yeah, I like it. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of the Reputation cover, So I'm glad it's getting changed with the Taylor's version. But I really like this photo. She looks just so sweet, innocent at the same time, just like the with that I did something bad look that just works perfectly. And I'm keeping the lowercase styling. For colors, obviously this one goes black and white. That's the one. Now for lover, this one was a hard choice for an image. I really wanted to keep one of the images where she has the heart eye, but in the end I just love this one so much, and it still keeps the whimsy of the original cover. The horse the horse earring just makes sure of that, and this blouse is just very playful too. So that's lover. And I already used the pink for 1989. So this one has to be pink too, but it has to be a darker pink, a brighter, not darker pink, but brighter like her hair. But I don't love how it looks with the image. So I'm gonna try blue. Yeah, so it matches the sky. Yeah, this will look much better. It feels like it's part of the gradient of the sky. I've always really liked this photo for folklore because it feels like it could be an old-timey photo of someone else, you know, like a woman we don't even know the name of, just found the photo in some old abandoned cabin in the woods. And I shouldn't have been worried about repeating the colors because this one obviously has to go in black and white too. Finally we have Evermore. This picture is gorgeous. This one we are gonna go deeper greens. I don't know if we should go deeper greens or like the color of her coat. No, I like the deeper greens. Now I'm just gonna run up ahead and add all the track lists, and I'll see you back right in a few moments. Okay, so I have finished putting on the track list and I have made some executive decisions. I didn't really like that I had to make the text smaller for the titles to fit in the Taylor Swift album, and I wanted it to be the same size as the Midnight's text. Also, there were some titles that just were impossible to fit into a single line. I would have to make the text way too small, and it just wouldn't look good. So what I decided to do was to make all the text the size as Midnight's, and then for the ones that need to be in 2 lines, I added some little indents, like in here with Tied Together with a Smile and Mary's Song and the pop version of Tears on My Guitar. And those have this little indent to just make it clear that they're part of the same line, you know? So that's what I went with, and now we have to just export them and enjoy them. Pages cannot export documents in an image in JPEG or in PNG. So what I'm gonna do is export them in PDF, and then the PDF is easy to just export as an image, and that image can be cropped into a square very easily, and that's how we get the square album covers. Okay, so there's no natural light left outside, so this is gonna look completely horrible probably, but I don't care because I finished and I loved the final result. So the verdict is yes, it is completely possible to just recreate the style of the Midnight cover using only Apple Pages, and it was quite simple actually. So let's go over our final results, starting with, of course, Taylor Swift, the album, then Fearless, then Speak Now. This is probably my favorite out of all of them. This one just looks gorgeous. The photo is amazing. Then Red. This one I find hilarious because just the track list. That track list is just so long. But well, what can we do? It just that's the track list. So it just has to stay like that, I guess. Then 1989. Reputation. This one's also great. The black and white contrast is just amazing. Lover. Folklore. Of course, then Evermore. And finally, we have Midnight's, the one we originally recreated. So, which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments down below. Also, I'm open to taking suggestions. If there's anything you think I should do or design or whatever, I'm open completely to your ideas or input. As you can see, you can probably see this is a very new channel. Look at that subscriber count. So if you liked what you saw, just click that button. It's free. And I'll see you next time, hopefully. Bye.